the night by the pale, dull power of an old gas light. He did a lazy sway. He did a lazy sway to the tune of those weary blues. With his ebony hands on each ivory key, he made that poor piano moan with melody, oh blues. Swaying to and fro on his rickety stool, he played that sad, raggy tune like a musical fool. Sweet blues, coming from a black man's soul. In a deep song voice with a melancholy tone, I heard that Negro sing, that old piano moan. Ain't got nobody in this world, ain't got nobody but myself. I'm going to quit my frowning and put my troubles on the shelf. Thump, thump, thump went his foot on the floor. He played a few chords, then he sang some more. I got the weary blues and can't be satisfied. Got the weary blues and can't be satisfied. I ain't happy no more, and I wish that I had died. And far into the night he crooned that tune. The stars went out, and so did the moon. The singer stopped playing and went to bed, while the weary blues echoed through his head. He slept like a rock, or a man that's dead. As Lewis indicated, Langston Hughes was a classmate at Lincoln University with Thurgood Marshall. He was actually 6 years older than Marshall, and but after he put out Weary Blues, the group of poems for which this was the lead poem, he decided to finally get his degree. By that time, Langston Hughes had traveled around the country, around the world a couple of times. He'd spent time in France, in Spain, in South America. He had a variety of jobs, but still decided he wanted to get his degree. And so he actually came in 1926, starting in college in his second semester, and they were classmates for the remainder of the time he was there. And he had a pretty dramatic influence as a student on both the faculty and on the students. My last poem will be one that was mentioned earlier today, and because he, as was the case with several of the writers during that Harlem Renaissance period, had several styles that he would write in. Gene Toomer, Conte Cullen, and often all of them would occasionally use a slang style, Negro dialect, but also to make it absolutely clear that they had their total control of the English language. They would write in a more formal style. This is the poem Mother to a Son, written in a slight dialect. Well, son, I tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time I was better climbing on, and reaching landings, and turning corners, and sometimes going into the dark, where there ain't been no light. So, son, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps, 'cause you find it's going a little hard. Don't you fall down now, for I's a keep going, honey. I'm still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair.